Welcome to part 2 of our website strategy series. In our first GI Wonder video, we touched upon business goals and how they can determine whether you need a website or not. Today we want to explain the types of goals you should be setting and why.
We'll take you through an example client of ours that had some website issues and some of the business goals that we were able to set with them and how we were able to achieve those goals through rebuilding their website.
As we mentioned, this GI Wonder video is about setting goals and why it is so important to do prior to building a website or starting a marketing campaign. There are two very important questions you need to answer prior to doing either of these. What are my goals and who is my audience? So Nick, why are these questions so important?
Well, goals help drive development of your website, and audiences help you to accomplish these goals. We're going to be talking about audiences in a later video. The key is, though, to try and be as specific with your goals as possible. The more specific your goals are, the easier it is for us to track the return on investment. Runnin Red is a company that offers cross-border pickups to Canadian customers who get items shipped to a US address. One of the goals of their website was to increase the conversion rate of the cross-border pickup form.
Looking at the previous version of their website, the Crossborder service was a link in their main navigation, but there were no callouts on the homepage directing traffic to it. Our thought was, why don't we bring the form to the customer? Why not have it located right on the homepage so it'd be easily visible all the time?
Next, we took a look at the form on the existing website. As you can see, it's pretty daunting to fill out. There's a lot of fields, and it kind of overwhelms the user when they first get to this page. So in the next iteration of this site, we actually decided to break the form into 5 different stages that were a lot easier for the user to fill out. So let's go take a look now at their new site.
So as mentioned at the beginning of the video, the main goal the client had was to increase USA pickups. So Nick, how did we go about doing this?
So looking at this page, you can see that the main focus here is the form. And that's really what we're trying to get these users to fill out. And that's what they've come here for. So we've broken this form into a lot smaller pieces, as you can see here. And they can just step through each process and simply answer the questions on the page. And we tried to keep the form fields down to about 3 per section.
That's great, Nick. The other issue the client brought to our attention, though, were that some of the form submissions were not being received. So Nick, how did we take care of that?
Well, what we installed on here was event tracking, which helped us through Google Analytics to actually see how far people were making it through in the process and whether or not they were submitting it. But we also took a proactive approach, installing some software on here that will actually tell us if any issues are arising in the website. It's a proactive approach rather than a reactive one, which most people are kind of used to, where you wait for clients to tell you that there's something wrong with a website.
So to recap, one of the main questions you need to ask yourself when starting a website is, what are the goals? As you can see from the example we had shown, clear, concise goals from the customer helped drive the development of our website.
It's a good idea to answer these questions before starting your website or your marketing campaign. In our next video, we're going to talk a little bit about audience profiles and why they're so important. We hope you enjoyed this. If you like what you saw, subscribe or leave us a comment below and we'll get back to you. See you next time.